Okay. We're gonna move on to the how much do fans love Justin Timberlake activity here. So Justin Timberlake's concert promoter wants to find out how much fans enjoy the concerts. He will ask fans from 1 to 100, where 100 is the most, how much did you enjoy the concert? The section he wants to survey has 50 seats, 5 rows by 10 columns. Okay, so you can kind of see that's what this is picturing here. The stage runs along the northern edge of the venue where Justin is pictured. So here's Justin on stage here. And then this is like the front row. He wants, instead of asking all 50 people, he just wants to sample 10 of the 50. Okay, so we're gonna go through and do like some different methods of how we sample. First, we're gonna do a simple random sample. Just the fans. Explain below the steps you would use to obtain a simple random sample. Okay, so first we always assign a number. So we're gonna label seats 1 to 50. So you can go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can really do this however you want. I'm just going straight across because that's how my brain works.
Oh, you can do it in a different order.
You could go down if you wanted to, yeah. Just totally random because we're going to use a number generator in a second here. What's my second step in a simple random sample? Yep, random number generator to select our sample. So we need 10 numbers. Remember, we ignore repeats. So if you get 14 twice, you ignore it. You can't select the same person twice. And so then we'll use those numbers, and then you can just kind of like cross them off to select that person. Okay. So we're each going to do this. Random.org. I'll do it on the board. I'll play this for like while I do this. So you would do 1 is mid, max is 50. Okay, we're gonna do this 10 times. I would cross them off as you go. So that would be an example of a simple random sample. Now for my numbers, I feel like it's not great because I feel like I have a lot of people like to the right of the stage. So if he does a lot of his dancing over here, these people might be a little more biased of their how they enjoyed the concert, but maybe he'll, I don't know, who knows? I've never been to a JP concert. Okay. So that's a simple random sample. Next, I'm not going to tell you what kind this is. I want to see if you can figure it out, but we're going to randomly choose 2 fans from each horizontal row. I'm going to take a picture of this quick because I think it's the same ID. Let me just screenshot this quick.
Of course, scroll. Do we have to write out 1, 2, 3 again?
Nope.
I'll show you. Just gonna screenshot this.
Let's see if it works. And okay. So each horizontal row. Let's just do this. So we can call this like 1 and this 10. And then we'll just select 2 numbers from 1 to 10. Now we don't have to number them all again. So start with first row and label each seat 1 to 10. So seat row, or seat 1, seat 10 for each row. We're going to use the random number generator to pick 2 numbers in between 1 and 10. I guess I could number these again. And again, we're going to ignore repeats. We want 2 like unique numbers. So you're going to pick 2 from here, 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 2 from here. And select people in those corresponding seats. Okay, so we'll start with the first row. 1's your min, 10's your max. You're going to generate 2 times. So select 1 from each. 2 from each row.
What if they get more than here's
Here's 9. So 10. 3. Okay, everybody got there? What type of sample do you think this is? You can say it, it's okay if you're wrong. What are you gonna say?
No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody in here is judging you. What'd you say? stratified. Okay, right. How do you know that? Yes, each row is a strata. And then we randomly selected from each row, from each strata, okay? If it was a cluster is different. Cluster, we could cluster them by rows, but then we'd randomly select 1 through 5, one of the rows, and we would ask all 10 people in that row. That's the difference of stratified, strata, and a cluster. Okay, let's do this last one here. So this time we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna choose one fan from each vertical column. Okay, screenshot this. My data here, and I'll leave the data. So same idea here. So we're going to do columns now. And we'll label the seats this way, 1 through 5. Then we'll do the random number generator. Now if I want to survey 10 people, how many am I going to select from each row? Just one, yep. And then that'd be your person. That'd be your sample. Okay. So we're going to have to do this 10 times. 1 through 5. That'll be our last one. Okay, here is my data. I got 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 1, 3. Okay, before we pack it up, what type of sample would this be? Yep, another stratified. We just chose strata a different way. We chose it by vertical, by columns. This time the columns are my strata. All right, so which method do we think is best? Now, your opinion might be dependent on like your data that you got out, but like in general, which one do you think would be the best strategy and why? I said probably the second method, because we're doing like 2 fans from each row. So this would just ensure, maybe like the front row people have more enjoyment out of it. So like if you look here, like almost half my sample are people in the front row, and I didn't get anybody in the back row. So I said method 2. And then like I showed you my simple random sample, I didn't get the best data. I might have had, I had a ton of people like on the right hand side. So method number 2, front row would probably enjoy the show more than the back row. Alright. We're gonna do stuff with this data next week. No homework. Method 2 was 2 from each row, so we ensured a good sample from each row.